morning, Willows. So today for your morning activity, can you draw something that begins with the S sound, please? Okay, so and then upload your lovely pictures if you want. So we're going to start again with our phonics phase 3. And our new diagram today is I. So we stand like this and we go I. Can you do that for me? Fantastic. So we're going to write these. So you need a pen and paper, and we're going to write the words with the I sound in them. Okay, so I'll say the word for you, but you can write them. So it's bright. Okay, so can you write that word down? If you need to pause the video, pause it. Next word, light. Well done. Next word, sigh. Fantastic. Hi. Next one, might. So that's how we segment and blend them as well if we're reading them. So you need to write these down for me and then upload your work to Dojos for phonics. And then what I would like you to do as well is please choose a word from that list and write a sentence with the word in there. So if you had high, you could put the tree is high in the sky, or the plane is high in the sky. Okay? Pause the video if you need to while you're still doing phonics, and then we're going to move on to our English. So remember, we're still using the lenses of the Fantastics. Okay? So I'm just going to show you the lenses. 1 second. Okay, just so you can see, these are what the lenses are. Okay, so these are all the lenses because we're using the fantastic lenses in our writing. Okay? And the main ones we've been using this week is the action lens, which is this one, and the noticing lens, which is this one. Okay? So in our sentences, we're going to add an adjective and a verb. Okay? So that's what we're going to add today. So if you want, here with your children, you can do an adjective bank. That means ask your children what adjectives are. So remember, an adjective is a describing word, so what you're describing. So yesterday, we described the tiger, so we could have used stripy. On Monday, we described the snake, so we could have done slimy, long. So these are all adjectives, so you can describe the animals. Okay? Then you could ask them to do a word bank of verbs. So verbs is a doing word, it's something that we do. So like chopping, running, creeping, yeah, jumping. So you can do a word bank of all the verbs, and then this will help you with your writing later on. Okay, so remember to pause the video if you need to at any time. So our book we are doing is Walking Through the Jungle, and I'm going to read the book up until the places of where we are. Okay, so it's walking through the jungle, what do you see? Can you hear a noise? What could it be? Over there, a snake looking for his tea. Creeping through the jungle, what do you see? Can you hear a noise? What could it be? Grrr. Over there, a tiger looking for his tea. Running through the jungle, what do you see? Can you hear a noise? What could it be? Drum, drum. Over there, an elephant looking for his tea. Okay, so we're going to stop there because we're going to write about the elephant today. So what you could do now is if you wanted to, you could add any more adjectives to your, describe your elephant. Okay, so if you might want to add a few more adjectives to your word banks. Also, through the story, there was different verbs there on different pages, so you could have probably used them ones to help you as well if you want to add them to your verb bank. You might still have your adjectives and verbs from the other day, so you can add them to this one. Okay, if you need to pause the video while you do that, you can. So your first sentence, we're going to add a verb in here, which is our doing word. So it's something through the jungle, what do you see? Can you hear a noise? What could it be? So this is where your child will now use her verb bank or his verb bank or their verb bank to then choose the verb to go where the blue highlighted part is. Okay, so on the next slide, I have put a couple on there for you. So we've got swinging, wading and climbing. So I'm going to choose wading. So wading through the jungle, what do you see? Can you hear a noise? What could it be? So I want you to write this sentence with your verb in the sentence. Then we're going to move on to chunk 2, which you can do underneath chunk 1. Okay? If you need to pause the video while you're writing your sentence, please do. Okay, so chunk 2, this is where we're going to add an adjective. So now you will need your adjective bank, and we're going to describe the elephant. So any adjective that you've collected to describe the elephant, we're going to use that here. Okay, and you're going to put it in the red highlighted part. So in the next slide, I'm going to show you some adjectives I have. So I've got grey, huge, enormous. So I'm going to use enormous. So over there, an enormous elephant looking for his tea. So I would then write my red word where the red highlighted part is and write the full sentence. Once you've done your chunk 1 and chunk 2, can you please upload this to English in your portfolios? It is now going to be break time, so you can have a snack, a 10-minute break, or as long as break you need and then come back. As always, I'm going to continue with the recording, so you need to pause it and go on to maths. If you don't want to break, that's fine, just go on to maths and then you can have all your work done earlier. Okay, so we're going to do our maths, which we're going to do the same, which is to add 2-digit numbers. Okay, so we've got our do it here, which is group 1 and group 2. As I said yesterday, you can pick which group you think is best for your child. So in school, we have been using where we put the number, the biggest number in our head, and we count on with our hands. So I'm going to do the first 2 of each group with you. So we put 15 in our head and we hold up 2 fingers. So 15, 16, 17. So 15 add 2 equals 17. Then we're going to do the same with group 2, which is 30 add 1 equals. So I'm going to put 30 in my head and hold 1 finger up. Then I'm going to go 30, 31. So 30 add 1 equals 31. If you can't do it that way, that's perfectly fine. You can use counters. You can use base 10, where you draw a 10 stick and you draw your ones. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. So if I was doing 15 add 2 equals, so if you can see here, 15 add 2 equals, I would do my 10 stick and my ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my ones on that side. So this is how it would look in base 10. So you'd have your 1 10 stick here, so 10, and then 5 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ones. So then we would add them together, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So my answer would be 17 using base 10. If we did this with 30 add 1, we would normally write the number sentence in the book, then I'd ask them to do their 10s for 30, which is 10, 10, 10, and their 1s. So this is how it would look if you're doing it for 30 add 1, which is 3 10 sticks, so 10, 20, 30, and then add 1, 31. So 10, 20, 30, 31. So my answer would be 31. This is how they have written it in their books. But you might want to make them, or I'll show you what they look like as we use them as a resource. Okay, so when we have them as a resource in class, this is what they are. They're like a 10 stick counter. So I have 3 of these for my 30, and then I have my 1, which you can see here, for my 1s. So that's 31 in base 10. Sorry about my fingers covering up, but there's 3 10 sticks and 1 1. Okay, so that is a good way of using to help you count with bigger, larger numbers. Okay, so we're going to go on to our twist it now. Remember to pause the video if you need to. Okay, so twist it. We've got group 1 and group 2 again. Please pick what's best for your child. So Alia has 10 sweets and Archer gave her 8 more sweets. Alia said she now has 15 sweets. Show why she's incorrect. Okay, so we would do this as like in class, we would circle the number. So we would circle the number 10 and circle the number 8. Then we would put this into a number sentence. So 10 add 8 equals. So you would do it like that, and then you'd come up with the answer, and that's how you show how she is incorrect. In group 2, Declan has 25 sweets. Taylor gave him 7 more sweets. Declan said he now has 26 sweets. Show why he is incorrect. So again, you would circle 25 and circle number 7 if you had it on the sheet in front of you, like in the maths book. You can write these numbers down, and then you need to put it into a number sentence, and then you need to put it into a number sentence and then tell me the answer. Once you've done your twist it and you do it, then please upload this to Class Dojos. In school now, we'll be reaching lunchtime. What we're going to do as well, if you've got one more activity on your class portfolios, and that is to do PE, and I've uploaded a PE link, and it is with Adam, who is our PE teacher. Okay, so I'll see you on Thursday. Bye, Willows.